All right, fight fans, buckle up, because Joe Rogan just turned the volume all the way up on the UFC White House event drama. And yes, this man is still campaigning for one matchup that Dana White keeps refusing to greenlight. Let's break it all down. So as you already know, the UFC is planning that massive, historic card at the White House in June 2026. And President Donald Trump is hyping it up like crazy. He's saying we might see 8 or 9 title fights on one card. Dana White is calling it the most spectacular event in UFC history. But here's the wild part. There are still 0 fights officially confirmed. 0. Still, big names want in. Conor McGregor wants a spot, Jon Jones wants a spot. Basically, every superstar in the company wants their moment on that lawn. And this is where Joe Rogan jumps in. On the latest JRE MMA show with Brendan Allen, Rogan basically said, Dana, don't mess this up, because in his mind, it would be a travesty, his exact word, if John Bones Jones isn't part of that White House card. This, after Dana White has repeatedly said he doesn't trust Jones to show up, doesn't trust him to stay out of trouble, and doesn't want to risk the biggest event in company history on someone unpredictable. But Rogan, he's not buying that anymore. He literally said, if they don't do Jon Jones at the White House, I think it would be a travesty. Dana's like, you can't count on him. You can f***ing count on him. Come on. And Rogan even pitched the fight again, Jon Jones versus Alex Pereira, the super fight that MMA fans have been dreaming about. Imagine that. Jon Jones, Alex Pereira at the White House. Yeah, Rogan is basically fighting for the people on this one. But that's not all. 2025 has been another monster year for Joe Rogan. The Joe Rogan Experience was the most listened to podcast on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. All 3 platforms. A clean sweep. And still, no Golden Globes nomination. Fans were divided, but Rogan just shrugged it off. And honestly, he's got bigger things on his mind, like getting Jon Jones back into the octagon for the biggest UFC event ever. Meanwhile, The Rock did get a Golden Globes nomination for playing Mark Kerr in The Smashing Machine, which fans and critics are calling one of his best performances ever. So what do you think? Should Dana White trust Jon Jones one more time? Should Bones versus Pereira headline the White House card? Or is Dana right to play it safe? Let me know in the comments and hit that like button if you think this White House event is about to be the craziest night in UFC history.